They called me and it was what was it? First Alliance or something like that. But the lady left this long drawn out message, said she had a lot of work in my area, and she was throwing out these big dollar numbers on the voicemail and all this old stuff. And I was like, well, you know what? One of these companies this week is gonna be my ticket right up out of this chair every day. Let me go ahead and see what she's talking about. Right, I called the lady. She was all excited. She went to talk. Then she said something about the area of Lake Charles, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Now I'm letting her talk, but I'm already knowing, I'm from the South. Lake Charles, girl, that's Louisiana. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the process and how long does it take to actually hear from a company once you've actually signed up for them. So now if you see my camera jumping a little bit, just know that it's that auto focus that's got going on, and you need to know that I will be buying a new one and it won't be long. Okay, all right, but for those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, we're going to go ahead on and share this with you guys really quick, since I love to share alike. And this is the National Field Service Directory right here. This is through Richard Law on SoFi, SOFI. Okay, this is what this is, National Field Service Directory. Make sure you go on the website for SoFi and sign up to get your book. If you need a resume, they'll do a resume for you as well. So you want to do that too, because I got both and I am beginning to be a little bit overwhelmed. So I know that eventually things will pop off and go to working good for you if you give it a try and be a little patient. All right, so let's talk about the different scenarios that could possibly happen when you start signing up for these companies. A lot of us already been talking about that cricket. You sign up, you got everything done, got everything you need to do, and all you hear is crickets for a while. Okay, but don't mean them crickets gonna last forever. And what you need to do is make sure that you stay patient. You want to be patient, but while you're patient, continue to apply for other spots as well. Okay, don't just get stuck on one. Apply for all of them if you can, because some of them, even though it may say you require this or require that, some of them going to show you how to do what they want you to do regardless. So don't miss a blessing in one of these books or one of these companies because you are concerned about the fact that you may not know what they want you to know pertaining to a job. But anyway, let's just go back to it. Okay, so the first company I signed up for, they had contacted me. So they contacted me and I was like, oh, yeah, no, I ain't never done this. Okay, so he said he's going to show me. So they showed me. Okay, first 2 days, whatever, they had me do a little paperwork here or there. But long story short, by the end of a 5-day period, I had workload. I didn't have to wait at all. I was working, like literally working. Okay. So now the next company that I signed up for, this company, they reached out, said that they received my inquiry, blah, 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 and all this old stuff, and wanted to see about getting me situated and get me set up, asked me a bunch of questions. Okay, so now you got to remember, now you're going to, first of all, you're going to go through background check. You already know you're going to do that. Okay, you already know that they're going to be checking up on you, making sure you on the up and up. So get ready for it. Most companies that I'm used to for different things, they'll do a background check. That thing be done like this. But this company here, it took almost 2 weeks for the background check to come back. That's what they told me from the jump, though. It was going to take 2 weeks. So then after the 2 weeks came back, so now they told me everything was straight. So now I'm sitting around, and I promise it was every bit of 3 weeks before I heard something else. Crickets. Okay, I done went through all the paperwork, and then it was crickets. And then once they finally got a hold to me, now we got to go through training. Okay, so after the training was over, then I had to wait on somebody to assign me a territory. Okay, so the process can be very long, and the wait time after you actually sign up can be very long. It could be a few weeks, it could be a few days, it could be a month. I think this one, before I even started working, it was like 6 weeks. Might have been a full 6 weeks if it wasn't 5. I stopped counting and writing them down, but I know it took a minute. You see what I'm saying? And then I had 1 or 2 that I signed up for, and I forgot all about them. I forgot all about them, period. I had one contact me. I was thinking about giving them a spot, but this is one of those companies that'll throw you a little bone here or there. See, I'm not trying to stay locked into a company that just throws a bone here or there unless I'm really not doing anything that day. You know how signing services do with the loan signing. You don't hear from them for a week or 2, then all of a sudden they just boom, throw you a bone and be like, can you go do this? Well, Field inspection had those types of companies too. They'll throw you a bone and say, can you go do this and do that? Okay, well, if it pays enough and I'm not doing anything at that time, then I probably will, but I'm not going to add them to my roster as of yet and put them and give them a slot in my room inside of my little setup I got going on until I can see if they're going to give me plenty of work to do. If they're not, and it just ends up being that it's one of these companies that I done signed up for and they only going to give you a little taste of work here or there, then, I'm not going to deal with them. But just because they just giving me work here or there doesn't mean that they're going to only just be giving you work here or there too now. Because remember now, some of these companies have a lot of work in different locations. They just may not have that much in yours. Okay? So, as of right now, I'm not going to say they're on hold because I did go do one and it was the same. It's just like a letter delivery. It was the same. But for this one, I really think that I would like to do it because this one is for companies, not for homes and people's houses. You roll up to companies that have either bought equipment or whatever stuff going on in these big old places, and you get to roll up and say, can I see such and such and such and such here? No. Well, then you can leave a letter at the reception desk that you need to. Take a picture of it. Take a picture of the place, verify where you are, verify, blah, 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 and get on up out of there, and they pay you $45, $50. Let me tell you something, you can't beat that. Because they pay you more when you walk into a business than you do when you go to somebody's house. Hint, hint, if you need to take some training for construction, I suggest you do that because construction is, you know what, let me save that. Because y'all already know some more stuff that popped off over here on D Lane. And I'm going to have to let y'all guys know, but it's in a different video. All right. But anyway, take heed to the fact of knowing that most of the time you're going to have to wait. It's going to be like that. Some of these companies are really slow with getting work out and getting everybody situated. And God knows there's no telling how many people probably trying to sign up. There's no telling what's going on. And they may not even have that much workload. You just never know. So you can't just call it based off the outside looking in. You just don't know. But I can tell you that I have had 1, 2, no, 3 that I forgot all about I even had done. Of course, you're not going to remember everybody who you signed up for in the book. But they popping up like this. They just pop up out of the blue. And they'll call you and ask you, can you do something? Matter of fact, they called me. And it was, what was it? First Alliance or something like that. But the lady left this long, drawn-out message, said she had a lot of work in my area, and she was throwing out these big dollar numbers on the voicemail and all this old stuff. And I was like, well, you know what? One of these companies this week is going to be my ticket right up out of this chair every day. Let me go ahead and see what she's talking about. Right? I called a lady. She was all excited. She went to talk. Then she said something about the area of Lake Charles. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Now, I'm letting her talk, but I'm already knowing, I'm from the South. Lake Charles? Girl, that's Louisiana. So I was like, wait, hold up. Then I said, did you say Lake Charles? She said, yeah, in the Lake Charles area. I said, oh, so when you saw LA, you thought it meant Los Angeles. LA is the state for Louisiana. Lake Charles is in Louisiana. Not Los Angeles, California. Had me all excited for nothing. But she was like, I'm so sorry, but when we get work in your area, we'll be sure to call you. Well, you know what? It's been a multitude since I applied for them. So I already know they ain't got no work for me right now. And she just messed around and just hurt my feelings. But just so you guys know, I just want you guys to know, just stay focused on what you're doing. Stay fixed on what you're trying to get done for your future, for your 2024 and beyond, and just keep hope alive that jobs gonna come through, and you're gonna eventually get enough work to where you can do what you need to do. A lot of you don't even want to actually switch out of your regular job. You just want some sort of part-time job. A lot of you may just want to do it just so you can pay some bills off right now and call it a day. Hey, I'm using my full-time job right now to just do the basic of what, my house, my house and the actual whatever bills I have that are auto pay that come out, which is only about 2 or 3. all of my field inspection money, all of this right now, I'm putting in to just try to pay off everything, not just my credit cards, but hopefully my car. So let me tell you something. Right now, I have to hump, and I can make a good taste of money within a week, and next week, and it be all gone because it's going toward my bills. I'm trying to pay some stuff off so that when I do actually step away from that job, I am not in no kind of debt. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, because I'll be bringing you something else later. Enjoy the rest of your night.